we got one, maybe barely keeper. He's moving along like he's got an agenda. Get off the bank a little bit. Oh yeah, there he goes. Okay. Guys, that's the first one of the day. We're out here on a very, very brisk, cold day. People ask me, well, are the fish up in the marsh in cold weather? Well, it was about 40, in the 40s last night. And this is kind of middle of the day. I waited till the sun was up high. And so the answer to that is yes. And this is not real close to deep water. I don't think they even went out. See, fish are... Ooh, there was a good bust back over there. I've seen some good ones, some big ones. Fella, settle down. The thing about fish, they're a little more feisty when they're cold. I know when they're real cold, they get a little numb, but this is not real cold. This is just right. Well, you know, I thought he was a keeper, but he would barely would be 20. I mean, with the tail stretched. Oh, but I heard another bust up there. I'm not concerned about it today. The tide is going out, so it's only going to get better. It's going to get the fish kind of congregated up tighter, and they're here. I mean, I've seen some good ones, like I said, but I throwed, and this reel and most reels I have, whenever they're cold, they don't cast as great. I guess the oil in them or whatever is a little thick. Get out of here, fella. But I just was throwing it a couple of times just to throw it and get it all warmed up. And when I saw this guy come down the bank, and I thought, okay, well, we'll just see if we can't snag him. And it was fun, even though not very productive. Why are we having issue? Make sure I didn't have something. That went all right. All right, well, let's just ease on along. I think we'll catch fish today. And someone asked me about whether I like to fish incoming tide or outgoing tide. And the truth is, when I'm out here and I'm looking for fish to sight cast to, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't care, you know, because in the marsh, the water's not moving anyway. Now, I do think that fish in general bite better whenever you have a current. So if you're fishing a channel that's going in or out, it's better to have moving water most of the time. But I haven't seen it to make any difference for me. If I put it in front of their face, they normally will take it. And so that's my take on that. So let's get on down to the next one. We got to have a better one than that here somewhere. That one I saw a while ago swam off. He was about 26, 27 inches, but it's a little higher than I like, but like I say, it's falling pretty hard. So in another hour or so, I thought that was a redfish. It was a group of them mullet. Well, I tell you, that's so amazing how nature is right there, that they swim in them little schools that make them look bigger than they are. And all right, let's move on. Oh, that was cool. I just don't know that it's gonna be that good on the camera. One way, we're facing the wrong way. Oh, turn around, turn the boat around. Oh, he's a golden little rascal too. I popped him plumb out of the water. Oh, there's so many fish up here today. but they acting crazy. Nah, I don't know about crazy, but I tried over there and there was like 3 of them and they didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And then this one, he seen it and he took it. Wow, that is a beautiful fish. That is an awesome fish. And guys, this is a heavy rascal. They're taking advantage of that cold water. And that way they can sneak up on them mullet easier. Everything gets a little number and they can. I know in Green Lake when we used to catch them catfish, this time of year they would really fill their stomach up with them little shiners, them little shad, baby shad. They couldn't stuff another one in their belly because them shiners get to where they couldn't move very fast and they just filled up on them. Oh fella, I'm looking at your bottom lip. Oh, maybe this come across it. Yeah, it probably split it just now when it come up and caught it on the top. I don't think that's an old mark, but you're just a nice fish. Purty rascal. 23.5, 24 if you turn the tail. Oh, that's a nice heavy chunky one. Well, being this first one we get today that we can put in a box, we're gonna throw him in there. I need a fish. And there's no shortage of them. Not here. I mean, we got to give them little ones some room to grow. This bigger guy needs to be gone. So all right, let's move on to the next one. Oh, had to bump it on his head to get him to take it. Oh, fellas, I want to let y'all in on something. Look at this place. If y'all had been in a place this summer that was solid grass, well, look at there. There's a red right there. A big one. 2 of them. Nah, they ain't that big, but they're keepers. This is a good keeper right here. But I must have seen 10 reds in this one little hole here, and most of them did not want to play. This guy finally wanted to play. Had to bump it on his head and make him get mad at me. But yeah, oh, that one down in the box is getting excited now. You can't knock the lid off now. I got some Velcro holding it down. There's a good red. Oh, there's so many reds today. Where do they go? I mean, y'all see me catch a lot of fish, and the truth is they're not very thick, but I see what's out here most of the time because, you know, I fish only when it's right, when I can see. And so even though it looks like I catch a lot of fish, there's, you know, not very close together. But today, this whole marsh is loaded with fish. And you would think a 40-degree weather that they wouldn't be up here, because I'm not right next to deep water, not this far up. They had to swim up here this morning, or maybe they swam up to get it to warm up, but I know the bottom of that water is probably warmer in them deeper holes than where this water. Oh man, that is a chunky one. What's up? I guess they all getting ready for winter or whatever, but this rascal is heavy. He's not that long, but he's heavy. You big old fat rascal. I mean, he's so full he don't even want to stretch out. Stretch out, guy. Oh, 23.5, we'll call it. He just don't act right. You need to act right. Yeah, that's a good fish, guys. But no, that grass died. I guess the super low tides, and it was sitting here without no water on it for a few times, got cold, whatever. I mean, I expected it to die, but I guess I never really paid attention how quick it can go away. But it is gone. I mean, this was salad mat grass. And I got a real long gut there. That was my favorite little honey hole that we're going to try to go to next, try to get my number 3. And I have a feeling they'll be there. Whether we can coax one in to bite or not, I don't know, because they're acting funny. They don't all want it, but you know, some of them do. So I would say if this was a day where they were really far apart, I'd have a real hard time getting my limit. But being there's a lot to pick from, I'll probably get me one more. Who knows? Only the Lord knows. All right, let's move on. Just like that. Just like that, number 3. I'm looking at number 4 up there. See, this that long skinny ditch I just said would come out of that little hole there. And man, they've been people up in my swamp, in my marsh. Look at all these prop tracks. They better stay out of my swamp. Yeah, it was high tide and every power boat around could run all over the marsh. And they got it all cut up. I doubt they do that good when it's super high, like when they can get up here. Them fish are up in the weeds, but oh, they come in and out of the weeds. So if I didn't have a kayak to fish off of, or a board or something, I would probably do it too. But anyway, I don't mind them as much as I mind them airboats. Ooh. Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was talking about another friend of mine I used to run around with. And he said, yeah, he just bought him $100,000 airboat. $100,000. Got a Corvette or something kind of engine on it. Loud. I mean, climbed straight up a bank, he said. Well, I hate to tell him, I said, he's a good friend of mine. I ain't seen him in a long time, but I sure wouldn't be talking real good about him if he come across me in the marsh and I'm trying to catch me a redfish and he got that loud thing going. Hey, settle down, guy. He is another super heavy one. They're not long. Look how fat they are. They just, I mean, they stuffed theirself. Like I said earlier, them fish get a little numb. I bet they're full of them little shiners here too, because there's shiners in this water too, them little menhaden, and they probably get numb too. Oh, I bet that, I don't know how much that thing will weigh, 10, 15 pounds. Perfect. Well, I don't know what to do from here. I know I can go up my honey hole there and I could tear them up probably, but this is my 3rd, and I normally don't like to mess with that spot unless I need some fish. But you know, this wintertime fishing is, you strike when the iron is hot. I mean, it's gonna be blowing hard again here, I think tomorrow, raining and stuff here. Probably be different by the time I get it posted in a week or so, but that's what I'm facing. Tomorrow is a rainy day, and then a wind blowing 20 miles an hour out of the north again. So I don't know if I want to go mess with them or just go to the house with my fish. Oh, bonus footage, guys, bonus footage. I don't know how much of that bust right here, but anyway, guys. Well, I'm trying to go home, trying not to throw at these fish, and then it just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. When you see them like that, you just gotta throw at them just to see where they'd take it. Backhanded pitch and everything. Fella, don't take me that way. I need to go the other way to get out of here. I don't need you, so I'm horsing you like crazy, but you gonna take me all the way. There you go, take me back that way. Swim me out of here, Marsh. Oh, that is a big fat rascal. Oh, I tell you, fellas, I hope and pray that each one of you have an opportunity to get on some fishing like I had today. Oh, I did hear something bust. Oh, there it is. You can see and still see the foam on the water. They're right up there. I ain't going. I ain't gonna do it. We can make a second video probably in 15 minutes probably here. I'm leaving them alone, even though conditions are going to change so much probably in the next few days that they may leave, but they ain't going far. They'll drop in some deep water, and oh man, I think he got it pretty deep. Oh, I can see it. I can see it down there. He's not past the cruncher, so hopefully we can get him out. But anyway, guys, again, thank y'all for coming out. And yeah, I'll dig it out. It's not in his gills, and it's not down his throat. The only problem is sometimes when you shove down on that hook to get it loose, when it's that close to them crunchers, if you're not careful, you'll shove it into his gut, and that's not what I want to do. But I think I can get it out. But I'm gonna let y'all go, being this is the bonus footage. So all right, well, just again, God bless. See y'all next time. By the way, this guy is 25 inches, in case y'all wanted to see. Again, bye.